I was in church 6 out of 7 days. Nigga put me in work 6 out of 7 days. Tryna dodge that hearse 6 out of 7 days. Love can hurt 6 out of. After 21, I had some fun and became a savage. Played more games than the Mavericks. For love, I made them. Legendary Podcast. Legendary Podcast. Legendary Podcast. Legendary Podcast. You ain't ready. You ready? You ain't ready.
Ready for Savon.
You ain't ready.
Ready for Savon.
Legendary Podcast. What up, young world? What's up, young world? Welcome to the Savon Legendary Podcast. I have a very talented young man this early afternoon, and he goes by the name of Sean Cassidy. Make some motherfucking noise for him, boy.
Yeah.
What's going on, youngster? You all right?
Already, man. Look, man, I'm blessed to be here. I'm saying, got another day to wake up. You feel me? I can't complain about nothing.
That is a fact. That is a factoid. Now listen. Hold on. I thought my dog was barking. Georgia, relax. She'll be all right. Okay.
As she should.
Yeah, she'll be all right. But anyway, so Sean, listen. Tell the people that don't know you how you got to be on the Savon's Legendary Podcast. I don't want to tell them how you did. Tell them, break it down for me.
Well, look, man, check me out. So, especially this year, I've been doing a few different shows. You know what I'm saying? Pulling up when people kind of getting, get my name out there, kind of supporting everybody's platform. And yeah, man, chopped it up with him. You know what I'm saying? And, again, especially like in the beginning part of the year, man, everybody's kind of like collaborating on such a scale, and everybody's kind of aligning their brand and aligning what they want to do with their brand. So yeah, you know what I'm saying, man, you kind of kicked it off. You know what I'm saying? And here we are here.
What'd you win?
I won first place in a performance competition at iLounge for sure.
Sound Capsule?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah, man. It was a lot of dope artists that night too.
Oh yeah, most definitely, man. That's why I kind of congratulated everybody that was a part of the event. You know what I mean?
You did do that.
It's not too many times where you get, especially I love how the way the Sound Capsule organized it. It was really organized. You feel me? It was organized. Everybody it wasn't no, random tandem. So, I'll definitely be back on that platform again. But yeah, like definitely, all the artists, they were able to come out. They were phenomenal. Even down to the cameraman, the DJ, the venue, everybody kind of did their thing. So I appreciate, everybody that invited me out.
Yeah. Shout out to iLounge. Shout out to Sound Capsule, DJ Calissimo, Omar, Boss Lady.
Yeah.
Shout out to him for building a platform where artists like yourself can come in and express your ideals and your thoughts through your songs, through your writing, through your performance, and it being safe, it being clean, it being professional. You see what I'm saying? Because everywhere ain't like that.
Well, it's not. And, I'm huge on brand, right? Protecting my brand, growing my brand. And I'm very picky on who I collaborate with because of the brand perception, the brand image that they present. So, like I said, that was a huge, that played a huge role in my decision to want to be a part of it. And it definitely paid off.
Oh, absolutely. You want a little bit of cash. I ain't going to tell them how much, I don't want the ladies trying to hit you up. You know what I mean?
Man, look, don't worry. Next month, we be back.
look. So listen, Sean. So for the people that's watching my show that don't know who Sean Cassidy is, give them a little bit of your background. Where you from? How'd you get into music on the level that you're on? And describe your genre of music that you do.
Okay, so again, my name is Sean Cassidy, man. I'm originally born and raised from Dayton, Ohio. It's about 45 minutes from Kentucky, 30 minutes from Indiana, Southwest. And I basically played basketball, pretty much all my life. I was a good kid in school, went to college, got my master's, MBA. But yeah, after I finished, I was finishing up with basketball. I've been playing piano since I was 6, been in a band, all type of stuff. But I couldn't really lock into music because, of course, the band you can't play and play on the court. You feel me? And then preseason, which when the preseason was during football season, so I couldn't be in the band then. So everything kind of panned out. And it was my senior year. I was on a bus to Alabama. We was playing a tournament down there. And I was thinking like, man, like, what can I do with all this energy? Because I can't go to sleep that, I don't sleep well. I'm like, man, my knees is hurting me real bad. I wanted to play overseas, but like, I was like, my body is killing me. What can I do? And it kind of brought me back, and I wrote my first record on that bus ride, and then I kind of took it back to my people, and I went to a HBCU. Again, of course, I played on the basketball team, went to Wilberforce University, and across Alfred and everything. So once I started doing music, it blew up pretty fast. You had 15 popular people on campus on the basketball team. So it's playing my record everywhere. All my brothers was playing the records. My best friend at the time was DJ Zay. He was a DJ on campus. He was actually a freshman. And we would travel. I worked for Delta Airlines as well. So we would just travel around the country. Shout out to DJ Marky G. He's a huge DJ that, especially back in college, he's huge, a lot bigger now. But we had kind of like a team set. We would just hit these spots. I was a part of Campus Crashers back in college, so we would go and throw different events at all the HBCUs, Benedict, Kentucky State, everywhere. And, kind of got started there. And, I kind of locked on the genre of like trap soul. So it's more of like a Tory Lanez, Bryson Tiller, like, you know what I mean? And it's like more a top dollar sign, harmonic kind of feel
more
to
vibe
it.
driven.
Right, but it's backed by 808s. So it's almost like Don Toliver. How you can play his whole album through, and it's kind of like slow, but it's not.
Right.
So the whole time you like this. So,
Yeah.
and that's kind of like my way of, I'm a mood music person, right? Like, so whenever I'm doing something, cleaning the house, riding to the store in the morning, taking my son to school, going out to party, I have playlists that I have. So like, I spend so much time with DJs, and I sit there and literally study. I study them. You know what I mean? I'm like, what are they doing? What are they playing? What's the last 6 songs they played to get the club to the peak of time? Whether it's a booty club, whether it's a regular club, whether it's a brunch, I'm looking and I'm studying. And I'm like, I have to obviously maintain identity, but I have to make music that can fit somewhere. It has to go somewhere. Whether it's in the morning, whether it's a sex playlist, it has to go somewhere. And that's my thing of like the whole trap soul thing, is I was able to kind of harness that sound, my personal sound, and give it a place to live. And I think that's definitely a part of my, that's one of the recipes in my success right now.
Nice. Now being an OG in this entertainment business, I don't know if you know, but I've been on major tours. I've been doing this 23 years.
Yeah.
TV, film, BET, everything. I've been everything.
Yeah.
So I love to see youngsters come up and know what they want to do, and they know who they are. Because that's in music, you can go so many different ways. But to be able to lock in to your lane and know what your lane is, and you are okay in your own skin in that lane, that's a confident place to be. And I salute you, man.
I appreciate it.
I'm gonna let everybody know where to find you and all that type of thing. But I am certainly not done with you. So, trap soul. Have you had any major features?
Not any major features yet, honestly. Like, for real, like, I'm still growing my audience and growing my fan base, right? So I'm really analytical, and I've been just studying the data that's been coming in. And my listeners is going up by like 900% in the past like 3 months. I did a record with Drumma Boy. That's doing very well right now, and Busy Made as well. And yeah, like I said, is really, like, again, staying in that lane is really paying off, and a lot of it is personal identity, right? Knowing yourself and being comfortable with self and being just self-aware, because that's when people run out of content. They run out of music because they're not honest to themselves in the first place. And if you that road only gonna take you so far. So I try to like document either as past experiences, current experiences, things that I've done to women. I can kind of tell their story. That's why I'm really good at writing. I wrote a lot for a lot of the top musicians out today, especially female R&B artists, female rap. Is being able to, again, to storytell. And like I said, I just been really on that track to like I said, just harness that data and just to really find the core audience and then grow it from there.
Yeah.
Because I don't really want to get signed to a label. I'm open to a partnership, and I'm open to like 3-way management between, my manager and I and another management, but as far as right now, it's just,
Hold on, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said a 3-way management situation is his preference between his manager, God, and another man. Listen, you on the right track there, youngster. You on the right track. You on the right track.
Yeah.
Now, I'm gonna touch on a little bit of what you said about not necessarily wanting to be signed to a major label. Let me tell you something. When I had my situation with Atlantic Records some years ago, it was a lot different than it is now. Okay, that's first of all. Second of all, and you said you would be open to a partnership. Okay. The only way any company is going to entertain a partnership is unless you are blowed all the way up.
Right.
And if you're already smart. You see where I'm going?
Yeah.
So if you already blowed up, what do you need the label for?
Well, so the label is really, it may not even be a label, right? The biggest thing for me is that, like, so nowadays, like, at least back in the day when they used to throw out 360 deals, they had artist development. They had more of an investment in the artists, and they provided the tools to push those artists, right? Nowadays, it's literally people just on Instagram just kind of doing their own thing, and they're like, okay, we'll put you on this, we'll put you on that, but there's really no backing. And a lot of these people, especially in these labels, especially in Atlanta, there's a lot of gatekeepers, but those gatekeepers are older people that are still trying to run the same game, the same, that old process of how things are distributed, things are marketed. And I think that, it's really slowing a lot of things down, just because, again, even in 2000, from 2009 to now, that's 2 decades ago. So you telling me they'd have been doing the same thing from 89 or 89 to 2002?
They've been doing the same thing since '69, youngster.
You see what I'm saying? I'm saying.
I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you.
But
now hold on. I like that you brought up gatekeepers. Let me help you out. There are no more gatekeepers.
It's not. And that's why
you said they were gatekeepers.
Well, they're gatekeepers in the old model of the
label. Well, they're fuck the old. There's no artist needs a label. Nobody needs a label. The labels that exist right now are dangling the carrot in front of artists that are bubbling.
Yep.
But the younger generation, y'all are so knowledgeable. Y'all don't need the labels. The labels are ran by old heads.
Exactly.
They're ran by old heads. Now, they were once young heads.
Yeah.
Don't get it fucked up. They worked their ass off to be,
Yeah.
But they need the young energy. And I'm telling you, y'all can write your own ticket. It makes me upset. I used to be that artist that wanted to be signed and chasing down labels and A&Rs and building relationships with this one and that one. But once again, 2005, 2006, 2007, it wasn't like it is now, where internet and social media wasn't the thing, that wasn't the wave. You see what I'm saying? Y'all are your own brand, which you already know because you spoke on that. But y'all don't need nobody. Y'all do something creative. Y'all motherfucking do design a dance or a new word or a new slogan that ain't nobody never said before, and the visuals dope. You blow. Now all the companies want to pay you to post their brand on your page, and now you're making $5,000 per post.
Look at the cost of distribution. I mean, just think back in the day, you know, to get a campaign or run a campaign, you can go to Google right now with $2,000 and they'll run the campaign for you.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like, just think of the cost of distribution, like even from production costs all the way to marketing costs, right? You can sit on your laptop at the crib, do a whole production, right? Do a whole production, and then literally go to Google, go to Instagram, whatever, market that product. And if you already have your data from your audience, you know exactly who you're targeting, especially then you have to have a product to sell. If you have a product to sell, and then I got the nonprofit, the Cassidy Ford Foundation for Mental Health, I can throw any event I want. I'm an alpha, so I can go to any university, pair it with their president of the chapter, do free events on campus that's positive for the community. I can pretty much do whatever. I have free reins. And again, that's why I look up to Wiz Khalifa so much, because he literally has a brand, his brand. Like Boosie has a brand. Like Boosie can go and do shit. He ain't got to drop another song, bro. He can do a show in 10 years performing his shit from 2004. And it's gonna sell out because they're
but I don't want you to live in the fantasy world. Okay? And that what I mean by that is you gotta understand. Now this is one thing youngsters do today too. And this is one thing I don't like. And that is a lot of youngsters want to go from 0 to 100 in a weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I've been doing this 23 years, my G. And that's why my music is in movies, is in commercials, is in TV shows. That's why I've done 32 city tours with major artists. That's why I've done the things. But it took that long, not just to do it, but to learn it and build relationships and get to that level. So when you say Boosie got a brand, Boosie been doing this 30 years.
Right.
And it's taken this long for him to be able to go and do a show anytime. It takes that long. When you say Wiz Khalifa, man, I remember Wiz when Wiz wasn't Wiz.
Mm-hmm.
He had to build. And also Wiz had help. Boosie had help too, because they were signed.
Yeah.
Okay. But I see your point in branding. And you are on the right path, brother. I'm telling you, man. Now listen. I gotta hit you with a curveball. My audience knows the curveball, but you don't know the curveball. Okay? And I'm not trying to cut you off. I'm just trying to be mindful of the time I have with you. That's all. Okay. Now watch this. During an episode with me, I throw a curveball question that has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
Okay.
Just to get your response. That's the secret sauce in Savon's Legendary Podcast.
Yeah.
Are you ready for your question of the day, Sean Cassidy?
Talk to me, man.
I really want to hear your answer on this, because you're an educated man like myself. I can't wait to hear it. Now, check the scenario. You and your... Oh, the little one going nuts.
Mommy. She just turned 1 on the 18th, man. I'm trying to tell you, bro. She is a character.
You want to let the people see her?
Oh, yeah. Where she at? Come here, mommy.
Let the people see her. Introduce her, Sean. Introduce her.
Say hello, mommy.
Oh, my gosh. She too cute. Oh, my God.
She love the camera, man. Look. Say, hey, mommy.
What's up? Hello.
Say, hi, mommy.
Hello. All that hair.
Look at her. She is hilarious, man.
All of that hair. Oh, my, too cute. Oh, my God.
That's
What's
my
her
baby.
name?
Her name is Kylie Rose Cassidy.
Kylie Rose Cassidy. Y'all better be on the lookout. Young boys, stay away. Y'all know the vibe. Stay away.
Info with the skizzo. You hear me?
You know what I mean? Okay, that was perfect. That was perfect. Now watch this. The question of the day is, this the scenario. You and your best mans grew up kindergarten, sandbox.
Yep.
Y'all get into some illegal stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He do the crime, you with him.
Mm-hmm.
And was privy to it, but you ain't do it.
Yeah.
He gets away.
Yeah.
You don't.
Mm-hmm.
Jam you up. You looking at 28 years.
Mm-hmm.
Minimum.
Yep.
Are you gonna tell? They say if you tell, we'll give you 2 years in probation. If you don't cooperate, you got 28 and you got to do 24 or 28.
Me, honestly, I'm not, because the thing is that it's accountability, right? So it's
Hold on. And then they pull up a picture of your daughter.
Yeah.
And say, you're going to miss her middle school, high school, marriage, college. She's going to be 40 when you get out.
Yeah.
Or you can see her. You got 2 years, you'll do a year and a half. And you can be with her and be there for her. What are you going to do? Is your loyalty to your man's? Or,
Well, in that instance, it's not to him. Is really, again, understanding what's really going on, because if you already know the game, like if you know, especially if you know your man's is doing something and you around it and you are, you know what I'm saying, you're putting yourself in a position already, so you know what come with that, right?
yeah, I said you're privy to it. You're not ignorant of it. You know
know
what's
what
going
come
on.
with that. So I gotta go ahead and do my time, because it's not about who get caught and who don't. You're a part of it. You know what's going on, and
So
you
let
know
me
what
get
come
this
with
straight. He got away. He did the
Yeah.
crime. You didn't
Yeah.
do it, but you was with him. He did it and got away.
Yeah.
He's living his life.
Yeah.
You're going to do 24 years and miss out on your daughter's entire youngster infant.
But you're right, yeah, because I made the decision knowing that I have a daughter to hang out and be around and be previewed to that kind of activity, and I know what come with it.
I know, but things change when you in cuffs and you in the holding cell and they come in there and they tell you you can walk out of here in a year.
Right.
Or you can do this, or you can do this quarter.
Yeah, but and at the same time, that's why you know what I'm saying? That's why you gotta know how to move in general. Like, if you know that you're around some shit like that.
No. I'm not letting you escape. You try to escape, Sean Cassidy.
No,
You try to escape. Let me finish. I'm not. Listen, I'm telling you right now, my audience is not gonna let you. You can't escape the question. The question is not, of course, knowing that if you got caught, going back hindsight, of course you would. But that's not the scenario. The scenario is, let's picture you're in cuffs right now, and the DA is at you right now. The DA is with you right now in the room, just y'all. You sign this paper and you tell us who your man's is, you can go in the year. If you do not,
nah, I wouldn't. Because again, you gotta I understand what's going on. So again,
do you think what if you wasn't sure if your man would do that for you?
It's not. That's what I'm saying though. It's not for him. That's something that I live by. I ain't got nothing to do with him. It could have been a stranger, but if I know that I'm around that type of activity and I know what's going on, I know what come with it. Just like you said, if you preview to it, you know what that nigga doing. You feel me? You know what's around it.
But you also know 24 years without seeing your kid.
Yeah, but I did that though. I did that. He did.
Well, no, he did the crime. You was just
Right,
there.
but I'm saying I chose to be right. Again, if that's my man, I know what type of shit this nigga
Okay.
do. You know what I'm saying? You know what he get into. So if
But
you
he
still
did the
make the
crime.
decision, right? So, but if you still make the decision, be like, I like first of all, like again, you know if that's your man, then like, oh, I never in a million years thought that my man would do something like that.
Yeah.
You know what that nigga be doing, and
Yeah.
you still chose to assign yourself to that nigga enemies because if y'all hang out together, you already know that, you know what I'm saying, you already picking the side, you already doing all that, so you know what come with that. So that was my decision to still roll in the car with that nigga, and if he has some weight on me, to roll in the car with that nigga. If I'm a convicted, whatever it is, I still put myself in a situation. Ain't nobody tell me to do that. If that nigga was smart enough to get away, he had his shit in order, and I didn't. So that's not.
Ooh. Check this out.
Now listen. It'd be different if he was like, all right, like if he was trying to put me under, and you know what I'm saying, and be like, yo, that was really him. Now that's different. But if he shut mouth and he do what he's supposed to do, and it fall back on me, and I ain't got my lawyer fees together, or I ain't got my shit together, you know what I'm saying? That's my fault. I ain't have my shit together. I'm a bad criminal. That's my fault.
But you didn't do nothing wrong. You're not a criminal.
Nah, I did do something wrong because I was there.
Hold on. I hear you. Watch this. I hear you. But yet and still, you got that beautiful baby girl that's needing her father. So okay, I'm not going to say that. Just know that, watch this. I'm going to be completely honest. Sean Cassidy, do not do no crimes in front of me. I'm telling. Do you hear me? I'm talking about I'm going to tell in the squad car on the way to the station. I'm going to tell by text. I'm going to email them. Sean, listen, let me tell you something. I'm from Detroit.
Yeah.
Murder capital, murder men. That's where I'm from. I know all about that. Listen, tell me. I didn't do it.
Yeah.
But I grew up in a neighborhood. Shout out to Quinton Road. Shout out to Village Road. Shout out to Cross the Bridge. Shout out to Cross Town. I grew up there. Shout out to West Side. Shout out to East Side. Up there. And I'm telling you, at where I'm at in life and knowing how much life there is to live, I'm not about to give it to the state or the government all them years of the best years of my life because I don't want to tell on somebody.
But to me, again, brother, let's say you hanging out with,
you know, when I was in kindergarten, how many people I told on in kindergarten?
Yeah, but
I told on them then. And it wasn't, and I didn't have to lose no freedom.
Again, look, when you a grown man, look, because what I'm saying is that I'll be upset if I'm a grown man and my man's a grown man. And if I'm safe, I committed a crime, my man did the same thing, right? I'll be upset if he hanging around me, he doing all this shit. He know what come with hanging with me, and he don't got his stuff in order, and stuff come down on him, and I handle my business. I don't throw him under the bus. I don't point the police his way or nothing. I don't point 12 his way or nothing. And I get away with it. Huh?
Of course they ain't gonna point nobody your way. He got away.
Right, but no, I'm saying say if he threw me under the bus, say if I committed a crime and he threw me under the bus,
yeah,
that's different. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, all right, cool. If you already got away, cool. But if he used me and said that I did it to get off, that's different.
No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not saying that. Right? I see where you're going.
But you see what I'm saying?
I see where you're going.
But if it was me and I committed the crime and my man's went under for me, I'm gonna try to do what I can with my resources, my lawyer, whatever, to make sure that, you know what I'm saying, if he ain't got proper representation, I'm gonna try to do my best to make sure that, you know what I'm saying, it lessens for him. But at the same time, it's like, don't hang around me, bro, if I'm doing some shit, and if you really can't take what come with hanging with me, because I'm not gonna rat you out, I'm not gonna put you under the bus. But don't hang around me if you can't handle that, because I'm gonna have my shit in order. I'm gonna have my legal fees and shit in order if I'm moving like that. I'm gonna have my shit set. I'm gonna have my track set. But just because you want to hang around me and get all the benefits and do all this shit and get your credit, get your street credit, all this shit together, and when shit hit the fan, you like, oh, well, like, I didn't sign up for this. Yes, you did sign up for this.
I listen. I'm not disagreeing with any of the. As a matter of fact,
you feel me?
No,
so
no.
For
watch.
me, that's
I'm
ain't got nothing to
agreeing.
do with. So look, my decision ain't got nothing to do with me being loyal to my man. It's me being loyal to what I believe in. Because again, ain't nobody tell you as a grown ass man to go hang with them. Ain't nobody as a grown ass man tell you to want to be a part of that because you want to be all in the mix. But then when shit hit the fan, you like, oh, right, that's
Now
you
watch
do.
this. I got you. Now watch
Because
this.
look, even if I tell on him, my family still ain't safe. If you that deep in the streets and you doing some time like that, nigga,
You ain't deep
still
in
ain't
this.
safe.
Hold on. You setting a different scenario. What I said was, number one, you were not a criminal. Number two, you didn't do the crime. I said you just was there. So no, you're not that deep in the streets. You turning this into New Jack City. I didn't say that.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that, like, again, bro, that's just like saying, like, if you were in grade school and your man's always getting into trouble, he always doing something, and he do something to get in trouble, but he don't get caught, and you was there. You knew when you left with him that you might get in trouble for skipping school or whatever. But if he don't get caught, you can't go back in the classroom and like, he made me do it.
First of all, no, you're not getting away with that one, Sean. That is skipping school. I'm talking about not seeing sunlight for 24 years.
But that was still my decision.
Okay, all right, we done with it. But
you feel me?
Just for the record,
that's still my decision to go out.
I got you
with somebody. You feel me?
I got you. But watch this. In the words of the great Charlemagne the God, I'm telling twice. I'm telling 2 times in a row. I'm telling bag to bag. Listen.
See, I don't agree with that because you.
Listen, hold on. No. Hold on. Wait. What you're not gonna do is you don't have to. This for me.
Right.
You said what you would do for you. I said I get it. I hear you. Right. I didn't say I disagreed. Not once. That's what your decision for you. Right. You made that for you. Let me tell. Please don't judge me. Let me tell.
Yeah, because it's like,
let me tell.
It's like that's just like you hanging out with. Look, that's just like you hanging out with the mob, and y'all doing all this. You in the car while they, you know what I'm saying?
That's not the same. That's not the same. If you with the mob, you are a criminal.
No, I'm saying if my best friend was a part of a criminal syndicate, and I knew about it, and I had a family, and I still chose to hang out with him and move around with him, that's my fault. I know what.
But hold on. With that scenario, it's okay to tell in that scenario, and I'll tell you why. It's because the mafia have Cosa Nostra. Okay, they have La Familia. You know what I'm saying? They have an oath. They take a blood oath. A blood oath. If you're not in that and you're just hanging around them, you're not bound to that oath. You never took that oath. You're not Cosa Nostra. You're a civilian. They're in the military. Military is bound to a different standard than civilians, correct?
Right.
That's why in that particular scenario, telling they shouldn't be doing criminal shit around you, knowing you not in their family, knowing you not Cosa Nostra, knowing you ain't taking no oath and you're not bound to anything. They shouldn't do that in front of you or around you, really.
Yeah.
Also,
I just feel like you know the question is such gray area again because it's like
not for me.
Situational. It is situational again. Like if that happened, just like you said, if that happened,
yeah,
and if that's really my man's and he get off do whatever and he don't try to do nothing, he try to like, oh well shit, he gone with shit. I'm good. That's different. But if you like, you know what, you my man, you keep your mouth shut. I'm a throw some bread for your Lord fees. I'm gonna do what I can from a distance, whatever how it happened, to make sure that I'm gonna do everything I can to move this away from you. You see what I'm saying? But if you just leave me out there to dry and you like, oh hell no, this nigga like, oh he get to take the blame and I'm good. Oh hell yeah, then that's different. Cause I was like, okay, like that's some whole other shit.
No, I got you. Okay. I got you. Now watch this. For the record, don't do no crimes around me. Let's go get a drink. Let's hang out. Let's do some music. Now I ain't talking about don't do no major shit. Don't go kill nobody. Don't a bunch of weight. Yeah. Don't do none of that. Now we all do something somewhere at some point in time. But don't kill nothing. Not around me. I don't want to know about it. I done lived all of these years. I'm completely felony free. Have I been locked up before? Maybe. But I have No felonies.
He said-
Zero. Never had one. Look at this. Look at how they do in the NBA. A good pass,
He just
motherfuckers
said,
be like this. Look, I said, no. You gonna be doing this? Listen, I guarantee when a motherfucker come up to you, be like, nigga, boop, 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 you'll be like,
yeah,
no way.
no way.
All right, we gotta wrap this up. It was fun talking to you. Now watch this, Sean, real quick. Give me the brief. Tell us about your nonprofit briefly.
All right, so the Cassidy Ford Foundation is a foundation that's built upon the forward movement of the things that Black men struggle with and the minority struggle with. So it could be the top thing is mental health awareness, right? Mental health awareness, spreading light on the positive and uplifting Black men, right? Giving Black men a source and just, teaching us, you got like two patriarchal brotherhoods. You got the Black patriarchal brotherhood and the regular, brotherhood of men. And we're trying every day to be a part of both because we got to be accepted by Black men in the Black community. And then, you got to be that tough Black man, then you had to change face card and be a normal man in society, and you got to achieve on both ends.
That's
so
hard.
It's really just kind of going into detail about that, and then as well as for children, young Black kids, whether it's high school, middle school, foster care. It's really just a forward moving of the Black community. And we've thrown multiple events. Definitely last year we partnered up with Pink, done a few events for the homeless. We have like events where we'll just get a bunch of clothes donated, and we'll have like a store where people come in and pick out clothes, again, donations. So that's really what that's about, and that's really what my brand stems from, right? Everything that I do.
Where can they find that? Where can they find your nonprofit information?
On Instagram, Cassidy Foundation Inc. On my website, IamSeanCassidy.com. It's pretty much linked to all of my socials. So you can just type in I am Sean Cassidy. You can just Google it. My website will come up. All my socials, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all that mess.
I'll make sure I put that link in the description below so people can seamlessly get to it. Yeah. Tell us what's up next for Sean Cassidy and his music.
Okay. All right, so I'm actually dropping every Friday. I'm doing the covers and reimaginations every Friday and dropping visuals. And I actually have an EP that's dropping in 2 weeks. So the first forecasted date was like February 10th, but I think I might push it back a little bit just so I can get a few extra things ironed out. But yeah, I got an EP coming up, 7-track EP. I got some dog producers on there. Knucklehead, he's a guy that produced. I love this shit by like August Alsina, all that. So it's my brother Knucklehead. You got Busy May. He's coming back. He's the guy that produced my single Motion that I performed. Busy May's coming back on there. Re-Rock. It's a lot of great producers on there. So working with Hari, working with Drumma Boy. House of Fresh, out the House of Fresh.
Yo, and, you might need a Savon verse, man. I'm gonna just keep it a buck.
Hey man,
might want to say verse. Listen,
I don't know, man. You might tell on me, cuz.
That's a fact. That was a low blow, Sean. That was a low blow. That was a low blow, baby.
I had to get you back.
Listen, watch this. Watch this. Me tell on Sean Cassidy? Nope. Yo, man. Listen, man, it's a blast talking to you. I hope the people, I'm going to put all your social, I'm going to put all your stuff so people can easily, listen, y'all listen, this young Black man, he's obviously educated, obviously a strong young Black man. He's doing his thing. Support him. And I'm not, we support with a few clicks. No. Get involved with him. Download his music. Let him know how you feel. Comment below on a couple of things. Number one, in that scenario that we talked about, would you snitch? Number two, how cute is his daughter? Did she just win an award on the low? Did she just win the most beautiful kid award?
Look. Duh.
Duh. So we gonna support this young man, and one more time, shout out to Omar, shout out to iLounge Sound Capsule. If you're an artist in the Atlanta area, come to iLounge. It's in East Atlanta Village, Wednesdays. Get there early, sign up. This man won a bundle of money plus a whole bunch of things, including being on this podcast. And as always, peace, young world. Legendary Podcast. Legendary Podcast. Legendary Podcast. Legendary Podcast. You ain't ready. You ready? You ain't ready.
Ready for Savon.
You ain't ready.
Ready for Savon.
Legendary Podcast.
You must be a superstar. 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 You must be a superstar.